is a wet day here at Westshore Parks and Recreation. Just in time for this BC Rugby Women's Premiership action. Merlaoma RFC traveling all the way from Vancouver here to beautiful Colwood, British Columbia to take on the first place Westshore Valkyries. Last week, the Valkyries had a great game away, hoping to repeat some of that success. What are some keys to the game here today, Zephyr?
For myself, staying warm. But for the ladies, just keeping some momentum. You know, they've shown they've been really strong and capable of making decisions in the right areas of the field. We saw that 2 weeks ago against Burnaby, you know, down to the wire, making kicking decisions when it mattered to end a tiebreaker. So as long as they keep their head on tight, stay warm, and make decisions where they matter, I think they've got it in the bag.
This Merlaoma Women's Premier team, I really don't know too much about them. I believe it's their first or second year playing in the Premier Division, so I'm excited to see what they have in store here today. Forecast calling for about an inch of rain out here. It was touch and go this morning whether or not this game would even be going on today. Nonetheless, we are here. Westshore Women's Premiership action at 12:45 on Field 1, and then over on Field 2, Division 1 action. Westshore Velox versus Comox Valley Kickers playing, of course, for Coney's Axes. An ex-Velox and Comox alumni tragically passed away some number of years ago. This trophy is in honor of him, so always an honor and just a privilege to host that game here at Westshore Parks and Rec today.
If you're in the area, do stop by. We're at the Wanda Fuca Rec Center down in Colwood, BC. Watch a couple games of rugby live in person. We got some tents to stay dry. You got some hot dogs, some brew pops on the side of the field. Fill your belly, watch some rugby, support the club.
And the Merlaoma Women's Premier team taking the field now, moments away from kickoff. If you are joining us as a break from Olympics action, thank you so much for turning off the TV for 1 second. It's been thrilling stuff so far over in Milan. One medal for Team Canada. Valerie Maltez in the women's speed skating 3,000 meter taking home bronze this morning. I'm sure there's lots more medals to come there, but in the meantime, Westshore taking the field, the Div 1 men's over on Field 2, playing against the Comox Valley Kickers, and the women's Valkyries heading out momentarily.
If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. If you're checking us out from the Facebook, join the YouTube. We've got VODs coming out every Sunday, old games with all that stoppage, that boring stuff cut out. Tomorrow, we see the women's versus Burnaby Lake, that tiebreaker game I already alluded to. That's coming out at 10 a.m. on Sunday for you to watch on your day off.
Led by the veteran Chelsea Minter, here come the Valkyries onto the field, ready for this wet game today. I gotta say, days like today make me especially miss the rugby action, Zephyr. Nothing better than sliding around in the mud with your buddies. Very jealous of them out there right now.
Great way to spend your winter, hanging out in a t-shirt and short shorts in the middle of the rain. Wonderful way to spend a Saturday. I'm bundled up here in our tower, absolutely trying to stay warm. I can't imagine how the players are feeling today. But I would be back out there in a heartbeat if my body would allow.
Yeah, I feel you, buddy.
With this weather, I do expect probably a forward-heavy game. You know, it's just a bit harder to hold on to that ball when it's slick, greasy, covered in mud. So do expect a fair amount of scrums for your viewing pleasure.
And here we go. We are off. BC Rugby Women's Premiership action. Emily Brett taking the first kickoff for the Valkyries. Bounces through the hands of Merlaoma, able to clean it up. She gets a carry just past her own 22. That's Poole.
Can already see the mud flying off the cleats.
Now a short run from the Merlaoma forwards. Going back the other way now. Looking to set up the exit.
Collected well.
Emily Sinclair able to get that one easily. Gets
And
it
an
off to
offload.
Sampson. Great work from the Valkyrie so far early in this game. Merlaoma getting the ball in that steal. And the advantage. Knock-on advantage, says the official. Good inside ball from Merlaoma there. Gail, the co-captain, the scrum half for Merlaoma, playing off the ruck all day today. Westshore trying to get in there early, steal that ball back.
Westshore's getting aggressive, and I think it's rewarding
Sampson.
them. Not quite.
Playing the ball on the ground is the call from the official. So Merlaoma will go to touch for the first set-piece lineout of the day.
I was expecting a scrum, especially with that knock on there, but, you know, things happen. Things change.
Low in the 15 jersey for the Merlaoma women. Gets about 20 on that kick. So we've setting up a lineout on Westshore's 10-meter mark.
Nice sharp kick considering she was 5 meters out. It's always hard to make. Ball is away. I don't know if the ref is stopping his clock. He's letting Westshore know. Hold it back, ladies. Don't come any closer. No offsides here.
Closer.
He's saying, shot.
All right.
Stay back.
5-man lineout for the Merlaoma women here. Little front ball.
Good contest.
Westshore able to disrupt, but no, she gets
Not
called
good
for
contest.
pulling on the arm. Of course, you cannot touch your opposite jumper in the air.
You're allowed to play the ball, but when that ball is in the opposition's hands, it becomes a little bit gray.
So another kick for touch here for Merlaoma, just marching down the field with these early penalties against the Valkyries. They're going to want to clean up their discipline if they're going to want a chance with ball in hand here.
They're going to need to. I mean, we were at Merlauma's 40, 2 plays, a throw-in and a kick, and now we're inside Westshore's 22.
Ball away again. Bennett, the hooker for Merlaoma, with an easy throw to the front in that first line out. Trick play back to the front for Merlaoma. That's a clean ball. Now we get to see some play. McCutcheon
Nice
carrying.
collision. Oh, hands on. No turnover.
Good little counter ruck there from the Valkyries. Tries to get the ball, but no. Merlaoma wins it cleanly. Now Poole carries, gets a little offload outside, and they knock it on in the contact. So Westshore defense comes away with a win inside their 22.
First scrum of the day. Let's see if the turf will hold. Always a tough tell when it's a bit muddy.
From what we've seen so far this season, Zephyr, the Valkyries scrum is pretty powerful, to say the least. I'm hoping to see some of that power here today.
Me too. I mean, from just my own viewing experience with the Valkyries here, they seem very unified. Unified would be a good word. They scrum together well. They're a solid pack, and they look like one unit as opposed to 8 individuals.
Especially with that new coaching staff from the Valkyries. This scrum gets blown right up by Merlaoma, so that first scrum for Valkyries not looking too good. Right back on defense is the Westshore women. Inside Westshore 22 is Merlaoma.
Ooh.
Pick and go gets driven back by Sims. Great tackle there.
Got to be careful of those A channels. Getting rained on.
Gets driven back in that contact is Merlaoma. Not too many gains here. Now we go to the backs. Bennett carries. Westshore right in there. Almost gets the steal. Now Poole. Inside ball to the tight head who just rumbles through a couple.
Merlaoma is looking a little flat.
And there was a knock-on in that ruck, but we're going back for the advantage to Merlaoma.
Yeah, lucky there. Honestly, Merlaoma had some great individual runs there, but it did look like their attack was just a bit flat, and they were going side to side across the field. They've been inside that 22 for 3 phases without any forward momentum. Shot has been called, though.
Merlaoma going for early points. Low, the fullback, taking the kick here, trying to build up a bit of room on the scoreboard. Pretty smart strategy, especially on a rainy day like today. You're not really sure how many opportunities you're going to get inside the 22.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, that does mean it is Loma leading the pace in this game, which is always unfortunate to see for a Westshore home match. But this could be the wake-up call that Westshore needs to rein in their discipline, their discipline issues there.
But luckily, we are not biased here on this live stream. So
Not at
Merlaoma
all.
gets the first 3 points of the match. Congratulations to Merlaoma.
We are the most unbiased live stream to have ever existed on the face of this earth. When live streams were created, Westshore's live stream was waiting in the wings going, we're unbiased.
So just under 6 minutes into this rainy women's premiership game, Merlaoma on the board first, 3 points to nothing. Westshore looking to reset now. That was a pretty unfortunate first 6 minutes for them. Penalty, 3 points against.
Ball is bouncing around in the muck. Bounce is a strong word to use. It just kind of flops.
Poole just resets things for Merlaoma here. Now a short ball from the 8-man. She gets driven back by 2. That's
Backwards.
great defensive work from the Valkyries.
Huge
Trying to get that
collision.
counter ruck too. Doesn't quite get it. Merlaoma sticking to the short side. Looks to relieve some pressure. Ball in the air.
It
Emily
bounces.
Sinclair gives a
Oh,
little
okay.
kick pass there. Merlaoma back with ball in hand. Low puts it to the boot. Finds some space in behind. Sinclair chasing. She picks it up easy enough. Tries to get through. That's a great tackle. Gets the ball off.
Oh, driven
Another
backwards.
good tackle.
A lot of action for how wet it is. I like it.
Merlaoma player down on the floor with trainer attending. That's not good to see early in this game. Cousino carries. She's great with ball in hand, able to break the line quite often we've seen. That ruck gets blown up. Bit of a messy one. Merlaoma ends up with it. Merlaoma looking electric so far in this first 10 minutes.
They came to play.
That ball misses its mark, goes through the back.
Oh, intercepted
a
on
day.
the offload.
She's going to go
She's
all
got
the
the
way.
gas. She's got the gas. She's going. She's gone. Easy money.
And a day able to capitalize on a Merlaoma mistake to put 5 points on the board. And the first try of the day goes Westshore's way.
Meant to make that rhyme, didn't you?
Sure did.
Max is looking at me like he did, but I'll let you know the secret. He didn't. He didn't. That's
My pastime is limericks. I don't know if you know that.
let's hear one.
I don't want to embarrass you.
That's
you know?
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Your limerick skill is so good that it would put me to shame on the live. I just know it. Wonderful, wonderful work there. Great to see it.
From
Right
Maya
before that
Day.
intercept, though, I was about to say, with Merlaoma having come up from Division 1 into Premiership is usually a pretty good sign that a club is on a upwards trajectory. You know, they've worked so hard to get up into this division, into this league, and they are not going to bow out easily.
So Emily Brett adds 2 to the tally for Westshore, and it's 7-3. Merlaoma having most of ball in hand here today. A weird little mistake and a drop ball ends up with 7 points against, but they are by no means out of this fight yet.
We've got supporters in the chat cheering on try scoring Maya. Wonderful work, wonderful support. We love to see it. Keep it loud, keep it vocal. And we're back.
Ball is up, gets picked up, and she's down the far side. That's a great run into a double tackle. And another quick pick and go from the Valkyries. Ooh, Cousino gets it, dances around a couple, gets gain line on that carry. Great work from her.
And a penalty.
for
Westshore.
playing the ball on the ground, or is that a not rolling away? Not holding your feet?
Did he do one of these?
He did one of. He did like a sweep.
I think that's hands in the ruck, maybe?
Oh, hands in the rock. Okay, so
Half the time it's just whatever I say it is. Just go, beep, penalty. Why? Because I felt like it.
Valkyries line out on Merlaoma 22. All of a sudden, all the momentum going Westshore's way. They're going to be setting up a 5-man line out just on the 22.
Merlaoma is a mainland club that's central-ish Vancouver. For those of you who are wondering where they're from.
Celia Probe gets that one pretty easy. Now, Courtney Sims just goes in herself. We're going to go back for the advantage.
I think it was offside.
Offside in the lineout, it looks like.
And then there was another, which I think he just blew up the offside instead of going to the high tackle.
Yeah. So back to the corner. That ball's... Oh,
keep your eye out for this penalty. Caw.
Great. Ball almost sails through the end zone.
Which is something you do want to avoid. If you kick it straight out and it goes out of bounds in the end zone, it's not your lineup. So you got to play that game, keeping it tight between that corner flag and where you're kicking from.
Westshore line out on the 5-meter mark to the middle. Probe gets it cleanly. Now Britton outside to Sims. Sims quick pop to Brett.
Ooh.
Great little hands work there from the Valkyries.
It would have been great to see with a little bit of pace. I think they would have been in anyway.
Samson chasing Anna Day. And it looks like Merlaoma got there first. Good little foot chase for both the Westshore wingers. We're going to have a goal line dropout. Westshore's going to get another opportunity on the attack.
Put Merlaoma under some pressure here.
Merlaoma player down on the field.
Tough to see, tough to see. Do we know if that's potentially the same as earlier, if that injury was resolved? I'm assuming it was resolved. We didn't see any.
I don't know.
Wee-oo machines.
I feel like we're going to have a few players down today in this wet weather. That's always a cause for concern, this kind of
It tends to happen.
rain.
You lose a little bit of footing.
Yeah.
Knees go sideways. Bodies fall into each other. You have a lack of control over your power, strength, weight. It does not end well.
The Merlaoma fullback Lowe is heading off the field. She scored that penalty kick early in the game. Seemed pretty instrumental for the Merlaoma women. She's not... Doesn't look like she's going to be back on the field today. We wish her a speedy recovery. Back to play here at Westshore Parks and Recreation. That kick ends up rolling out of bounds for a Valkyries line out on the Merlaoma 10-ish. That's actually a pretty good kick from the Merlaoma women to relieve some pressure on their goal line.
Giving Westshore an opportunity to build it back up.
Back to the 5-man line out. Celia Probe at the front.
Clean. At the back.
Great hands work. Brett finds a bit of space. She darts through. Thought she spotted a gap. Doesn't quite get through. Good ruck there from the Valkyries. Quick. Now down the sideline is Sinclair. Sinclair gets the offload away, and it's a forward pass. Unlucky there. Great attacking shape, though, from the Westshore women. They are looking like they're back on track after a spotty first 6 minutes there.
Yeah, love to see it. If I sound a little peeved on the live stream, it's because my co-commentator here, Max, has stabbed a hole in our tarp above our heads, and I'm getting rained directly on. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It was a safety measure when the wind was going, so we didn't turn into a sailboat, but now it's just become...
a drain on top of my head.
Back to the action. Merlaoma scrum inside their own half. Back on the attack is the Lomas.
Solid scrum.
That's a much better looking scrum for the Valkyries. They're driving
build.
that one. The 8-man falls off, and it's a penalty against.
Getting that ball stuck in the scrum.
Maybe?
I think the penalty is yes.
Every time this ref motions, he makes about 3 or 4 different motions, and they all mean a different thing from what I understand. So
for those of you at home who know American Sign Language, please let us know in the comments what you think the ref is saying, because I don't think it's a rugby call.
Westshore back, putting pressure on the Lomas inside their half. Line out. They go to the back this time. It's Norland getting that one. Now Britton.
Westshore's
Finds
been really
Sims. Sims able to clean that ball up. Brett goes over the
Ooh.
top to Samson. Samson picks up a bounce pass. It's just her, but a forward pass is the call.
Bummer.
Broken up by the referee is a great little trick play there from Westshore. And we're going to go back to the scrum.
Westshore's lineups have been pretty phenomenal considering the weather. They've been throwing at the back. They've been hitting the top of the box on those throws. It is always just so much harder to make those lineup throws in the rain.
Well, when you have a Canadian superstar like Tyson Bukaboom as your coach, that definitely helps things.
Indeed it would. Another big scrum here. Westshore held the pressure last time, but I think they relieved a little bit, thinking they might have gotten away with it.
Yeah. So, clean scrum won by the Lomas. That ball gets outside. McMillan carries that one. Now going same way as the Lomas. Quick fall. Scrappy ruck there from both sides. Little chip kick over the top.
Oh, collected
Bounces
funnily.
backwards, ends up in Westshore hands.
She's going.
Sideways runner.
She's going. No offload. She's gone. Not quite. And another whistle.
And a side entry on the ruck from the Valkyries.
Tough to see. Tough to see.
Gotta say, little whistle happy here today. Both teams need to clean up the discipline here if they want to keep ball in hand and keep the play alive.
I mean, just to stay warm, I feel like you'd want to do that. The more whistles means the more time I'm standing in the rain. This flipping tarp, Max. Have to stand way back
That ball
here.
does not go out on the kick. Ends up in Sinclair's hand. Sinclair goes for a run. Ball over the top.
Bounce pass.
And Merlaoma able to clean that one up. Not releasing is the call on that ruck.
I mean,
And time is going to be off here.
as an ex-flanker,
Referee isn't happy with something.
that's a call I like to see, the not releasing one.
Emily Sinclair is down on the field. Hope she's all right. Maybe an awkward hit after that pass over the top. Referee tells the Lomas captains to talk to her teammates. Need to clean things up.
I would have to assume it's probably just about the repeat offenses. They don't seem to be the same offense every single time, but there is a whistle almost every three phases,
Yeah.
which is not something you necessarily want to see all the time. If you're just joining us now, my name is Zephyr Melnick. I'm joined by my co-host, Max Foote. We are here live streaming Westshore versus Merlaoma Women's Premiership BC Rugby. If you're in the area and for some reason want to leave your warm house and stand around in the rain, pop on down to Wanda Fuca Rec Center at Colwood BC. Watch some live rugby in person. Maybe grab a hot dog, maybe grab a drink. We do have tents for you to try to stay warm. It would be lovely to see you here.
Valkyries with ball in hand after the not releasing call in the ruck with a line out on the far side, just on the Merlaoma 22. Back on the attack is the Valkyries here, setting up a quick line out. Cousino ready to throw in.
It's a great attacking position just outside Merlaoma's 22. Let's see what they can do with it.
They go back to probe in the center. Clean line out one, and that ball spills off the hands of the scrum half for Westshore. So Merlaoma now on the attack.
Tough, tough, tough. Merlaoma still has possession. They're rumbling with their rucks there.
Advantage for the knock on. That ball spills out of the runner's hands. So we'll go back to the original knock on off the line out.
This is what I was expecting more with a wet weather game.
This is, I believe, what's going to be happening a lot here today. Just going to the set piece often with a couple flashes of greatness. We saw a couple sweet trick plays there from the Westshore women early in this half. Zephyr, they do look sublime with ball in hand.
It's just a little hard to keep it in hand when it's covered in mud, slicked up, greased, you know. So I'm hoping that maybe they can get a towel on at halftime, dry that ball off for the 30 seconds before it hits the mud again.
Valkyries pressuring that scrum. Don't quite get it cleanly. Won by the Lomas. Run down the center by McMillan.
Ball stolen. What? Ah! Give it to her. Come on. That was clean.
No clear release in the tackle is the call on that one.
Which is funny because it was not the tackler who stole the ball.
Looks like we're
Quick
going
tap.
for a quick tap and go from the Lomas. That's great stuff. Love to see that. Ball back in hand. Down the far side, I should say.
That looks pretty
now
center to me.
Going back to the inside is the 8-man. Big rumble down the A gap. Runs right into Chelsea Minter.
Let's see some big crashes.
Same way as Loma's. Quick step.
Ooh, she's
She
isolated.
gets swallowed up right away.
Turned over. Turned over.
That ball spills out, and it ends up in Valkyrie's hands. And we're just going to go to the knock-on advantage.
Indubitably, good sir.
We've got another player down on the field.
It's
The Loma's 8-man. She's had some big rumbles so far. I'd hate to see her go off.
Yeah, that would suck. Is that Westshore's AT dealing with Lomas? No.
We are just going to step away
Throw it to the sponsors real quick.
while they deal with this. We'll be right back, folks.
Don't go anywhere. I'm watching.
We are back here at Westshore Parks and Recreation after the injury break.
Some royalty-free rock music to soothe your ears.
So it is Westshore in possession with a scrum just off of the halfway mark.
That injured player was helped off the field. A substitution was made. I do not believe she will be returning today.
So Westshore ball with backs in hands. A day, the try scorer for Westshore finds some space on the
in.
outside. Chip
Did she
kick
go?
through, ends up in Merlaoma's hands. Unfortunate there. Now going the other way is the Lomas. They see a bit of space. Sinclair chasing across. She's able to pick that up. Almost sheds one tackle. They're right on top of her. That's great counter work from the Lomas.
Wonderful. You see that
Sims
space?
able to carry short ball. Stolen by the Lomas. Now going the other way. Now it goes back to Westshore.
This ball has a mind of its own.
Norland on the carry there. Westshore looking to slow things down just for a second here. Reset. Britton.
Nice hands. Let's see. Let's see. To the edge.
Grant to Sampson. That ball just goes off her hands and out of bounds. So the counterattack from the Valkyries is going to be a scrum for Merlaoma.
Unfortunate to see it go all the way through the hands and get knocked on by the winger. Hate to see that as a forward. Hate to see that as a spectator. If you've only been watching this live stream, if this is your first for some reason, whatever it may be, do subscribe. Check out tomorrow, 10 a.m. We have Westshore's Valkyries versus Burnaby Lake. That was an absolute nail biter. Some much nicer weather. The sun was out. Absolutely down to the wire. Every last minute of that full 80-minute match is going up tomorrow, so make sure you catch it.
Scrum right in front of the live stream tower here. Merlaoma possession on the Westshore 40.
Best part for me, we can see the power, we can see the smack. Oh,
Valkyrie's scrum looking a little more dominant here late in the second half. Loma's able to win that ball.
oh, she's gone. She's going.
And Poole finds some space in the middle of the field. Only has one in front of her. She's going to beat her, and she's going to get in for Merlaoma's first try of the day.
Well done to that inside center.
It was only a matter of time before one of these attacks broke the line.
Mr. Limerick over here. I swear he's doing it on purpose.
So 8-7 now. Merlaoma up by 1 point with a kick to come.
Max is making me stand in the rain. Begging, please, sir, may I have some warmth?
Charlock, the winger, is on the kick for the Lomas women. 22 minutes gone. It's been a slow second half with a few injuries and some injury time today. Sinclair getting checked out as well.
Whoa.
That ball
Goes
just
through.
makes it over.
Well done.
That one kissed the crossbar.
Justice for my wet head. What do we got? Halfway through this first half, so a quarter of the way through the game, one could say.
Big shout out to some of our Westshore Rugby Club sponsors, the companies that make all of this possible. NZ Builders, Shoreside Plumbing and Heating, Pemberton Homes Real Estate, and the Tube Shack up in Lake Couch. And wouldn't be a great day for a river float today, but summer is just around the corner, so be sure to keep that in mind when you're thinking of some sunny day plans.
Personally, when I go for a river float, I want to wash away.
Lomas with ball in hand off the reset from their first try of the match, 23 minutes into this BC Rugby Women's Premiership action. Midfield is the Lomas setting up the kick. Bit of a short one.
Bounce,
that one's going to bounce out of bounds right in front of the live stream tower.
We got some vocal supporters for Westshore, all caps, Austie23. Let's go, Westshore. That is correct. You are in the right chat. Congratulations. The unbiased live stream for your entertainment.
Rain really starting to come down now here.
I don't need an umbrella. I've got a tarp over my head. Max just happened to cut a hole directly where I'm standing. There's one hole in the tarp, and it's above my head.
Casino throwing in. Westshore set up a full man line out, goes to the middle. Probe again. Great work to get that one. Hall finds Britton. Britton tries to go to Brett. Bit of a weird pass there. Goes back to Britton. That ball
to a knock on.
Looked like it went backwards, but we're going to call that a knock on. And a Westshore attacking line out turns into a Merlaoma attacking scrum just outside their 22.
The first try was our open side winger, Maya. She scored off an intercept. It's pretty sick to see, actually.
That was a great try.
Straight onto the socials. Max is giggling at me because I don't like being wet. I don't know, like he's looking at me like I'm some weird fish man that doesn't like standing around in the rain.
Well, I think everybody's getting wet today regardless.
Yeah, it is coming down out there. Not a single cloud in the sky because the entire sky is cloud. One, wet.
Great scrum here from the Valkyries. Loma's able to clean that up, though, going short side.
Wonderful
Gets
work.
brought down by the Valkyries' defense. Now going the other way. One-up runner from the Lomas forwards. Good tackle there from Casino.
Loma with a little bit of pace on the ball.
Nice double tackle there in the defensive line on that probing attack. Now the other way is the Lomas women. Gets the offload, trying to make something here.
They're dancing in the rain.
Scrum half picks it up and darts down the short side again.
Lomas is steadily gaining ground, though, meter
Just
by meter.
testing this Westshore defense. That collision looked a little awkward there for a couple of the Westshore players. Over the top is the scrum half. The try-scorer Poole on the chase.
Ooh, you got to be careful
that
playing the ball in front of your post.
Unlucky.
We saw that last week with the men's premiership. Playing in front of the post, you get a knock on that close. It is just too much pressure that you did not need.
Referee is going to pause time again. 2 Westshore players down on the field. Looks like maybe they might have bumped heads in that last collision.
Hate to see that. Please charm us with a limerick, Max, to bide our time. I'm realizing now, chat, that I have a hood that I could be wearing. I'm wearing it. Hopefully my head's not nearly as wet. Potential.
Looks like Sims is on her feet.
They're
After
back
getting
to
checked
it.
out by the trainer, she's going to be okay. So when we get back to action, it's going to be a Merlaoma scrum on the Westshore 5-meter.
Oof, that is a
Merlaoma's
tough
up
position to be in.
10-7, trying to add to their lead here. So we are back in action at Westshore Parks and Rec. Merlaoma scrum, 5 meters out, trying to add 5 to their tally. Valkyrie's looking kind of all over the place. There's flashes of greatness. They have some amazing plays, and then they drop a ball 5 meters from their own try line.
I don't think they've clued into the weather at the moment, unfortunately. They've got, well, you know, their moments of greatness, which I think would be much more applicable on a dry day, and they just need to play the environment.
Stable scrum from both sides. Pick and go from the 8-man. Gives to the 9. The 9
Chop.
darts.
Oh,
Knocks
knock
it
on
on
in the try zone.
In the try.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Lucky
Wow.
Valkyries.
That is very lucky for the Westshore women's. That was a sure 5 points. All she had to do was touch it down, but no.
That's the nature of a greasy ball.
So if it's a knock-on in your try zone, does it turn into a goal line dropout?
I think it's because Westshore touched it down.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So that
And it would take, I think it would give them a decision, a scrum, or a
Gotcha.
a drop.
That reset ends up in the hands of Westshore Abbey Hall, grabbing it. So Westshore trying to build some phases here in their own half. Casino, the hooker goes to the boot.
And it
Pool
bounces.
is there for the Lomas to pick it up. She's going to give outside to the 13. The 13 is going to go for a run now through the midfield. Spots a bit of a gap. Finally gets brought down on the Westshore 10.
Oh, ball in hand,
that's
ball in
a
hand. That's hers.
great
That's ours.
steal.
Yeah.
She gets it. That's
Wonderful work.
incredible work from the lock Celia Probe. Quick tap and go from the captain. Chelsea
sit
Mitchell
down.
sitting people down in that rumble.
Wonderful series of play there. I love to see that.
Now Sims going herself, trying to build some yards. Doesn't get too much on that carry. They're going to go to Brett in the backs, who drops the wet ball, and it's a Merlaoma advantage in the knock-on. They're going to play this one out.
Another big double collision there.
Svitvanovich, the lock, carries that one. Now they're going back to the short side.
And an
Great
offload's good.
offload in the tackle from Thomas.
I believe Lomas has made their progression. That scrum advantage might be no more.
Now Warner, the co-captain, rumbles. She gets over the Westshore 10-meter mark. Inside ball almost gets there. Westshore picks it up, advantage over for the Lomas, so we're just going to play that. Valkyries pick and go down the side. Minter is there to secure. Now Sims.
Oh, so
Sims
fast.
passes to herself.
And a turnover.
And the Jackal goes the way of the Lomas. Looks like they're going to go back to the corner with Pool kicking. So a bit of back and forth in the midfield. We've been in the Westshore half quite a bit here, only inside Lomas 22 3 or 4 times this half,
And
only resulting in 7 points for the Valkyries. Momentum seems to be, for the most part, in favor of the Lomas.
I think they're making smart decisions on when and where to spend their resources, spend their energy.
Trick play to the front, back to the middle. Clean ball won by the Lomas.
Ooh, another knock. At least it wasn't an offside pass.
Lots of scrums today. Over under on scrums all day, Zeph.
Over, under. Oof, what are we at already? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12?
This feels like number 8.
So if we say this is number 8, I'm going to go an over on 21.
So 21.5 is
Under.
the call from co-host Zephyr Melnick.
Quick score update from our Div 1 game. I believe it's 19-5 in Westshore's favor.
Nice. I mean, whatever.
That sucks. Gosh,
Back
darn
to
it.
the women's Preimership action. Valkyrie's scrum on their 10-meter mark. Britton finds Brett. That ball gets to hand this time. She's going to spot a gap. Hernandez is going to bring her down, though. She was almost away.
Still some good meters gained, though.
Over the halfway mark is the Valkyries. Horsval finds Minter. Minter's going to step back inside. Give the ball out. Nice work. Britton to the boot.
The ball just got dry.
Sees a bit of space, and it's an offside call against the Lomas.
I do think one thing that the Lomas might have over the Valkyries at the moment is in their attack, they are catching it with a bit more pace. Westshore looks like they're standing still, catching that ball, and then deciding to run, as opposed to trying to run and catch the ball at the same time, resulting in a little less power in those collisions.
Tap and go from the fly half for the Valkyries.
Oh, she's
my
through.
gosh. Gillis finds
with
some
the step and a
and she
stiff
stiffs
arm.
arms one. She's only got one in front. She's throwing people off of her left and right. Valkyries all of a sudden look alive.
That was electric.
Go far side. Britton's going to go herself. She didn't have anything set up outside her.
Other than 4 players.
Now, Casino gets a
through?
gap. She gets brought down by Hernandez. She's been great on the defense all day, the fly half for Merlaoma, and a penalty goes the way of the Lomas.
Tough to see.
Couple great line breaks there from the Valkyries. You just can't quite finish.
You do love to see that 10 sticking it up on defense. A fly half who's not scared to put their head where the sun don't shine is a wonderful thing.
So Valkyries will go to the line out on the far side, just inside their 22.
Is it just me, Max, or do you smell rotisserie chicken too?
Something smells delicious. I'm getting hungry up here.
Yum, Costco rotisserie chicken. Tasty.
Lomas line out inside their half here after the not releasing call in the tackle. Goes to the front cleanly, won by the loose flanker. Midfield ruck here for Merlaoma. Setting up the pressure relieving kick. That's going to sail out. And now it's going to be a Westshore line out on the far side, just outside the 22. Loma's looking to just relieve a bit of pressure there.
Are you taking the over or are you taking the under on 21 scrums?
34 minutes gone in this first half. We've seen about 9 scrums. I'm going to go with the under.
With the under. Leaving me with the over. Why did I pick 21?
Midfield, Celia probe, and that one's just going to be called not straight. If she had just stayed on the outside there, Zephyr, that would have been fine, but because her lifters twisted her in the air, she had to catch it on her outside shoulder, making it look like a not straight throw.
That is, for anyone who is not in the know, lineouts need to have a fair contest. So there's a channel that you're supposed to throw down and allow the other team an opportunity to attack. Of course, there's always gray areas that you can try to squeeze out through. Another update, 24-5 for the Div 1 team over on that second field.
Good, clean scrum. Penalty advantage for Merlaoma.
They were marching.
Neither
the
good nor
Valkyries.
clean in this scrum. Trying to keep that ball in as long as they can. Hernandez finds her center partner, who's going to crash midfield. Same way go the Lomas. Hernandez again, stepping inside. She gets brought down right away by Grace McKay. And we are going to go to that scrum penalty. Nothing coming from that phase of attack for Merlaoma. Great work in the scrum. Popping up is the call. If you are in that front row, you need to keep your head engaged and in there. And if you pop out, it's a penalty again. So I have that right?
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right. It's all the show of control of power. The idea being that if you're getting popped up, your opposition is in control, dominating you, and pushing you out. Of course, if your head's not engaged, you're not going to be able to figure out what 2 + 2 is. Cha, it's 5. Not actually.
Halftime over at the Division 1 men's game. What's going on in that scoreline?
It was 24-5 last I checked. Westshore went up 12-0 early lead. The kickers responded with a try with an unanswered kick. So 5 points for them, and then I believe it was another 2 tries for Westshore.
Over here in women's premiership action, Merlaoma lineout cleanly won in the front. And now we are at a midfield ruck. Going same way. Loma's women finds Hernandez. That ball goes over the top.
Picked up,
Grant
though.
is able to pick it up, and Sampson's going to take it in. Other way now. Cousin O. She's just going to crash, reset things here for the Valkyries. That ball spills out.
Tough.
And we're going to go back to the knock-on. Lucky break for Westshore.
Saved by the knock. I don't know if you can hear that. Our mics might not be strong enough, but we have some young supporters chanting, "Go Westshore, go Westshore, go Westshore." Pretty sure they are the active members in this live chat. They are the unbiased supporters of the live.
Time off here in this match at Westshore Parks and Rec with the Westshore hooker down on the field looking uncomfortable.
Hate to see it. Hopefully it's just uncomfortable and not in pain.
Huge shout out to all the AT trainers across all divisions of the BCRU, keeping our athletes' bodies together as much as possible to keep them playing.
It is a tough job. You know, about halfway through each season, you run out of Elmer's glue and you just can't keep them together anymore. Does not work.
Last few games of my career, I remember being more tape than man most games.
The mummy returns. Out there going, huh? Huh? And it's always tough because sometimes you need the tape. You're injured. It keeps joints in place. But it's also restrictive. Makes it hard to run sometimes.
And sometimes it's more mental than anything.
Absolutely.
Some of those tape jobs, looking back, probably didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, the one around your eyes, man. What was up with that?
Time back on here in women's premiership action. We have a Westshore put in inside Loma's half. Abby Hall, the scrum half, feeds. That ball spills right out the back. Great hook there. Britton steps back the other way. She finds Sampson.
Oh.
This is some dangerous play running right into that forward pack. But we're able to hold on to it. Britton finds Brett. Brett is going to step inside. She sees a bit of space.
She's singing in the rain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Westshore came away with it there.
Because, you know, the hooker going down the far side. Hernandez, the fly half for Merlaoma, has just been all over this field. She's been in just about every tackle.
I do believe that she might wear out sooner than later. It is tough to play as a fly half and make every collision.
Sims finds Horsval. Horsval steps inside, sees some
going,
room.
she's
She's got one
going.
to beat. Tries to get the offload to Sims. She does.
Oh,
And
but
it's
it's
a forward pass. And that's going to be halftime called by the official.
Don't go anywhere. Go grab a brew prop, open your fridge, find out whatever it is, get you a gallon of milk. Enjoy this second half. We'll be right back. I'm Zephyr Melnick. My co-host is Max Foote. We are bringing you the action live from the field at Wanda Fuca Rec.
Moments away from second half action in this BC Rugby Women's Premiership game. Merlaoma on top of Westshore with a tight lead, 10 points to 7. Both teams looking a little shaky, although I would say momentum has been 70% in favor of Merlaoma.
I would have to agree with you there. They have just been a bit more dominant. They've been holding that ball in hand a bit better. Westshore's been great individually. They've, turned over. They've scored a try. But they just can't seem to get down to Loma's end and hang out there for an extended period of time.
If you are just joining us, my name is Max Foote, joined by Zephyr Melnick on the commentary here at Westshore Parks and Rec in beautiful Colwood, British Columbia on this rainy western coastal day. Women's Premiership on Field 1, Division 1 men's action over on Field 2. And at 2:30, don't go anywhere, it's men Premiership action with the Westshore Valhallians taking on Merlaoma Premier Men's. Westshore falling to a thriving UVic men's side last weekend, hoping to get back in the win column. The Valhallians sitting second on the table.
Who's taking number 1?
Ravens. Ravens did
They're consistent.
There was a scalping on UBC last week, and I think the score was 27-28 to 24. It was a tight match. Very tight match.
Damn. I feel like that's the opposite of a scalping. It's like a well-fought professional courtesy.
Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
That's fair, even if it's wrong.
It was 25-24 Ravens over UBC.
That's pretty close.
I'd call that a scalping.
That's like a 1-point difference. We've got support for the fans are calling for Brittany to get in, put her in from the top rope, send her flying. The Sims elbow.
Over in the women's premier table, Westshore Valkyries on top with 5 wins and 2 losses and 27 points. Merlaoma in second with 5 wins, 1 loss and 25 points. So this is battle of the top of the table here.
I told you they came to play. You spend long enough fighting to get out of a division and move on up. You go from Div 1 to Premiership. You better come to play that coming year. Nothing worse than getting up a slot, moving up the table, and then just getting mollywopped for a whole year straight. And the Loma's women are not letting that happen to them.
Chats are done. Coaches have had their say.
If you're not tired of me and Max, our soothing voices in your ear, we do have some past games up on the page. All that stoppage, that's dead time, the halftime cutout, so it should just be 80 minutes of straight action, as well as a new match going up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard. So if you want to see the Valkyries take on Burnaby Lake, it is an absolute nail-biter, a tiebreaker through and through. 80 minutes of exciting rugby. There's not a moment that switches off. Do check out our YouTube, subscribe, and pay attention for it tomorrow.
And here we go. Battle of the top of the table. Merlaoma on top 10-7. Miranda Grant picks up the kickoff. Runs down the edge with support behind her. Hall goes to Sims. Good little pass to Gillis.
And another one
to
back.
Sims. Nice work. Great connection from the forward pack there. Going same way is the Valkyries.
Valkyries woke up.
Love to see this. They look alive all of a sudden.
Spoke too soon.
Samson drops that one, and it goes into the hands of Hernandez for the Lomas. Knock-on advantage. Lomas on the attack.
Good chops there from Westshore. Westshore's defense is firing off that line. They are eager to get that ball back. They want to play with it. And a kick over the top. Does it find grass? It
Britain.
does.
gets in front of that one, and that's a knock-on against the Valkyries. So Lomas go back to the scrum number. I'm calling this number 10 on the day. We got to keep count from here on out.
Here on out, 10. 10 sounds. I know. I think it's number 11. I think it's number 11. Well, because no. We jumped in. We're like, there's been about 8 scrums.
No.
And then there was like 2 more. Because there was the one where the Lomas pushed over Westshore. They absolutely pushed them over. They got that penalty.
This is the first scrum of the game.
No, there was another one here.
Yeah, 10.
This is number 11. Yeah.
Merlaoma scrum on short 22. Good push from the Valkyries. That ball spills out the back. Hernandez with it. Finds McMillan. Now Poole.
Oh, she's through.
Poole
up the center.
finds
she's going.
a gap.
She's
going.
going.
She's going to go all the way and score Merlaoma's second try of the day. Set piece play from Merlaoma.
Great
results
work there.
in some more points on the board for them.
That is how scoring works, Max. Merlaoma's bench absolutely ecstatic there in the end zone, getting warmed up. They are excited, supporting their team, cheering her on as she ran on in. It was wonderful to see. We do have a bit wider of a kick here. Let's see if Lomas can slot it. If they can take their lead, their 15-7 lead, up to 17-7. 90 seconds here. The ref is checking his watch going, did I leave the stove on?
If you were at home thinking this is some of the best live rugby I've watched, we won't be back at home until March 21st for our annual VLOX Alumni Day. Be sure to join us then.
Until then, do keep an eye on all of our socials, our Facebook, our YouTube, or Instagram. We'll be having VODs going up, some short-form highlights, maybe even some edited stuff, whatever it is to get your rugby fix until we are back.
17-7 now. The score line just under 3.5 minutes gone in this second half. Merlaoma gaining a lead early here. Westshore on the reset, looking a little stunned. They looked a little awake for a minute there, but another bobbled pass ended up with a Merlaoma try.
It changed the entire momentum.
McMillan on the carry on that reset sets things up for the Merlaoma women. Staying in the midfield now is the Lomas. Hernandez out to McMillan. She sees a bit of a gap. Great little offload there.
Oh, never mind.
She gets out of that tackle. Great. Brett picks up that offload.
That was a
fun
little series of play.
Britton off the boot in the middle of the tackle. Great skill there to get that kick away. Gets picked up by Poole for the Lomas. Poole sees a bit of a gap, gives outside. And that's going to be a bad high tackle. Looks like we're going to be going to a card here. Unfortunate for the Westshore Valkyries. Miranda Grant getting a yellow. Merlaoma's on the reset after the card. So the Valkyries are going to be down a player for the next 10 minutes. Loma's setting up a line out just inside Westshore's half.
Somebody in chat let you know, Max, that you are biased, but they love it. Thanks for the work. Thanks for the great work. I threw in the biased piece myself. Just keeping you on your toes.
Get me all rattled.
Nothing Max loves more than being called a biased Westshore supporter on the Westshore YouTube page. It is his favorite thing.
Clean line out won by the Lomas. They go to a short ball just off the back of the line out, setting up a phase here. Nelson on the field here for the Lomas, getting involved early. McMillan finds it. She goes to the boot, sees a bit of space. Britton is in the backfield, tries to stop that one with her foot, and that gets picked up.
She's lucky.
Great skill by Britton to hold on to that one, but that gets stolen in the ruck by Merlaoma. Now that one gets stolen again by Westshore. Just back and forth action here.
One after the other. Absolute crazy work.
Cousino picks up the pass. She's running sideways. Sees a bit of space on the outside. Only Hernandez chasing her. Hernandez, the fly half for Merlaoma, has just been incredible today. That's my man of the match for sure. Norlin carries, but we're going to go back to the penalty. Quick tap and go here from Westshore.
Couldn't tell you what the penalty was.
Great. Great rumble there from Cousino.
Oof. She's still going. Brought down. And another penalty. Going
Penalty against Westshore
holding
now.
on.
Just back and forth all day. They can't seem to build any phases or momentum here today, Zeph.
None at all. Which is really unfortunate because that's a classic metric, a classic standard coaches love. You get 5+ phases, your likelihood to score a try goes up to like 70% or something.
McMillan on the carry.
Another tip.
Now Bennett. Bennett with a great ball
sick
inside to
offload.
Poole. Poole's got one to beat. She might have 3 on the day. She gets brought down 5 meters out from the Westshore try line. Quick ball down the short side. She gets absolutely crunched into the post pads.
Lucky from Westshore there on that pullback. I mean, even with making a try-saving tackle like that, it doesn't always guarantee you save the try because Loma might get set up. But smoking her so hard that the ball just gets bobbled in that breakdown is a little handy.
She looks rattled after that one. That was a very hard hit from Sasha McKee.
Did she get sandwiched between the post pads?
Yes.
Damn. Ouch.
Very ouch.
Very much. Those things are just a metal pole. Doesn't matter if they've got padding on the other side of it. It doesn't break anything, but it sure does hurt.
Looks like Courtney Sims is stepping off the field for the day. She's had an incredible effort here today with Sho Bloomfield stepping on in place.
Loma's coach is walking on the pitch, going, hey-o, hey-o.
The open side flanker for the Lomas McGee, not looking too good. That one really got the better of her.
Yeah. Get the wind knocked out of you. Get your ribs crunched.
So we will step away shortly while they tend to the injured player.
Enjoy your royalty-free rock. We'll be right back.
So we are back from injury time. The open side flanker looks like she's actually okay. She's going to stay in the field. So great work from McGee to step up and stay involved for her teammates. It's going to be a Westshore scrum on their 5 meter. Great defensive effort to get out of that bind here from the Valkyries.
It's because flankers are missing something upstairs, man. I mean, a rusty bolts and, I don't know, rabies?
Stop.
Dogs? Okay.
Oh no, that scrum gets blown up.
What is that, number 13?
McGee, who just was not feeling too good, rumbles down the short side. Merlaoma's about 2 meters out. Now, quick rumble. She gets stopped. Merlaoma still on the attack. Bennett finds Hernandez. That ball goes over the top of Britton. And it's an offside call.
Loma's looking to go quick.
Poole with the ball. She's had 2 today already, and she's going to get her 3rd. On the tap and go.
Great identity
The
there.
inside center for Merlaoma is going to add another 5 points to the board, making it 22-7.
That is a tough one. I mean, you want to stick that goal line, but if you see Lomas grab the ball on a penalty and they're sprinting towards you, maybe you want to get into a defensive position a bit quicker than when they're scoring. Is that the rain in the headset? got to be.
I think that is the rain. Apologies for those at home listening to the crunching. It is absolutely coming down here at Westshore Parks and Recreation.
No need to
Very
apologize.
cold
They get
day.
They get rugby and ASMR. A twofer. You got a 2-for-1 live stream. That pings off the crossbar. Not enough height, the right angle, the right power. Just not quite enough oomph to get it across.
Scarlac does not quite make that one, leaving the score line at 22-7.
Still pretty impressive for Lomas, though. They've been coming pretty rapid out of the second half, considering it was 10-7 initially. Westshore does need something here. I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe just a bit more cohesion. They've had some great moments, some great, oh my gosh, we're going to go for it. It just doesn't quite come to fruition.
So Britain now on the reset. That ball will travel just not quite 10 meters. So we're going to reset things with a scrum at the halfway mark in favor of Merlaoma.
That's number 14.
I'm pretty sure that's number 11.
Prove me wrong, man. I think that's number 14.
For those watching at home, if you could quickly go back and count the scrums so I can prove Zephyr wrong.
Whoa,
that would be
200? That's crazy. I'm over 21. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat.
Merlaoma scrum at the halfway mark, set up with a 3-3-ish split. Couple set up right behind the scrum for the Merlaoma women.
They are not quite center field. You can see that little mud patch right behind the ref. That is center field. So it's pretty smart that they're not actually center.
Agreed. Good scrum there from the Valkyries. Gets picked up by the Merlaoma scrum half. Finds Macmillan. Back inside to Quickfall.
Loma's offloads have been on today.
McGee.
Refs. Oh, from the side entry, maybe? Nope. Ref's not paying attention to the rec. That's okay.
Loma's able to maintain control of that one there. That ball gets bobbled, but play on, says the referee. Same way now is the Loma's women. McMillan sees a bit of a gap, gives the offload.
She's going. No offload. No, she brings it to ground.
Fast action from Merlaoma. She gets absolutely crunched in that double tackle. Advantage to the Lomas. Now Bennett will carry. Dancing around, goes to the boot.
Oh.
And it's a high tackle call against Westshore. Couple phases back.
Big shout out to our Silver Fox, Foxy on the camera. Great camera work today. Live
Amen.
chat is hollering at you, saying it's enjoyable from the TV and the phone. Love to see it.
Merlaoma women pool. The hat tricks try score on the boot, setting up a line out. Does not go out of bounds. So now Westshore with ball in hand. Britton kicks that one off an awkward pass. Ends up in the hands of McMillan. McMillan will go to Quickfall. Quickfall's on the outside. Gets brought down hard by the Valkyries defense. And penalty goes the way of the Valkyries.
Oh, that's the relief the Westshore
Quick
girls
tap
needed.
from Abby Hall. Finds Probe. Probe dancing through the tackles. Now McKee. McKee just rumbles up the A gap, setting things up here for the backs. Now it's Bloomfield. Bloomfield spots a bit of a gap. She's through the line, gets brought down, gets the offload to McKay. Midfield now is the Valkyries going far side. Brett running around her teammates. Finally gets that ball off. Horsfall taking it in, taking her time to go down here. Looks like Lomas were trying to hold her up. Gillis steps inside, sees a bit of a gap. The loose head prop is running. She finally gets brought down just outside Merlaoma 22. Britton with the ball, finds McKee. McKee outside to Probe. Brescia inside Merlaoma 22 now. In green territory is the Westshore women. Bloomfield sees a gap. She's got one to beat. She's got no one to beat. She finally gets brought down by the scrum half 3 meters out from the try line. That one doesn't quite go all the way.
Great defense from
Still
Loma there.
in control is the Valkyries. Brett trying to dart through. Gets that ball off. This Merlaoma defense holding their own, and they get
Penalty
a penalty try.
The penalty is, yes.
High tackle.
High tackle.
And we are going to go to a card here against Merlaoma.
For those who don't know, a penalty in a try scoring opportunity like this can result in a penalty try, meaning it is an automatic 7 points. No need to kick, no need to convert, which should bring the score 22-14.
That is correct, Zephyr. 22-14. Now the score line still in favor of Merlaoma, but Westshore looking real alive on that last phase of play, making darts through the defensive line, getting it within a meter, and if it wasn't for the penalty try, I think they would have scored that one regardless.
Absolutely. And I think the ref thought so as well, hence the penalty try being awarded. It is still an 8-point game, though. That early penalty kick from Lomas has just edged them out a little bit ahead, meaning it's going to take at least 2 try scoring or scoring opportunities, whether that's a penalty and a try or 2 tries or what it might be, for Westshore to bring it back in their favor.
14 scrums, the count on the day. I've got the under at 21.5. Zephyr going for the over. We're getting close here. But
I said
we're
21.
About
I think
15.
that's 20 and a half. Let's be realistic here.
25 minutes remaining in this game. Merlaoma on top, 22-14. Still plenty of time for the Valkyries to stage a comeback here, but they're going to have to dig deep if they want it. Grant back on the field from the yellow card.
We had a yellow earlier? Of course we had a yellow
Soleil
earlier.
Brooks getting involved early off the bench.
What am I
Britton,
talking about?
the fly half, goes to McKee. McKee throwing people off of her. She's hard to bring down.
3 defenders, 4
Hall
carries.
finds
Good.
Britton. Again, Britton's just going to step inside herself, give outside to Brett. Brett tries to get the offload off, but that ends up going the other way. Pool.
15. That's 15. Get your votes now in chat. Is it over, under that 21 mark, or 20 and a half, however gambling works? I don't know. We're not gambling on this channel. This is a family-friendly page. We're just doing it for
Please,
the
YouTube, don't
honor.
ban us.
Please, Daddy Google, no.
So, scrum number 15 here for the Merlaoma women inside Westshore half.
Big jostle there. You can see it.
That scrum almost goes down. There's a knee down on
Oh.
the far side. We're just going to blow that one up and reset it.
Love those kind of scrums. That the props are in there fighting for their life, playing with their necks, elbows up, and then they're going in the flanks, and the 8s are just hanging back, going, "Hey, what's going on, huh?"
I will
What are
say,
we
I think
doing?
they're a little lucky not to get a penalty there, because if your knee touches the ground as a front row player, that is not allowed. Is that correct
It's
there?
kind of. You're not allowed to lose control, and a knee on the
Right.
ground would indicate loss of control. But if for some reason you're able to and get back up, drop the knee, and show that you're dominant, a ref might let it slide.
Right.
We've got 2 votes for over, so take that, Max.
Good, powerful scrum from the Valkyries. Loma's able to clean that one up. Hernandez finds McMillan to Poole. Poole, great offload back to Hernandez. Now quick fall outside to her winger.
Loma's offloads and passing game has been strong today.
Big pass by the scrum half. Midfield.
Hands
just
on the ball.
15-meter mark.
Lost.
They're able to maintain control. That ball goes over the top. Poole's able to find it. Back inside to the captain, Warner. Warner's just going. She refuses to go down. Gets to 5 meters out. Now is Warner. Still going, and she gets in.
Tough to see.
Man.
That was a great march from the Lomas there. Their offloads and their passing has been very strong today. I don't believe they've they've dropped it in that wing channel quite as much as Westshore has.
Great rumble from the loosehead prop Warner. The captain puts another 5 points on the board, extending the Merlaoma lead to 27-14. 23 minutes remaining in this match. Lots of rugby left to play.
It is a tough spot to be in for Westshore. A bit tougher now that they've got it. There is still a chance that this kick is missed, but it is practically under the posts, so very good odds. Lomas just slots it through.
Scarlock on the kick. She didn't make her last one from the sideline. This one looking pretty easy from right in front. She is going to get that, adding 2 more points to the tally. 29-14. 58 and a half minutes gone here in this BC Rugby Women's Premiership action.
I do think Westshore is probably going to want to wake up to playing just down in Loma's end, whether that's kicking it or whether that's just getting rid of it, playing the lineouts however they need to be. But I think the more time they're going to spend in their own end is just asking for maybe some compound mistakes.
Emily Brett on the reset, kicks that one deep. Back inside. Oh my goodness, she goes right over the top of that tackle. Norland's okay, she gets back in the line. That attempt gets stopped right at the defensive line by the Valkyries. Back the other way now is the Lomas. She bounces out of that tackle. That ball spills out. Sims find it, gets to McKee. McKee's just going to reset things here in the midfield for the Valkyries on the attack. Brooks rumbles.
Oh, ball is out.
Other way, Sims bobbles that one. She's able to hold on to it. Now Britton outside to Horsval, excuse me. Far side ruck in the 5-meter channel. Pick and go by Brooks. Not Brooks, excuse me.
Rumbling.
Setting up some phases here is the Valkyries in the midfield.
They are eager for that collision. They're eager to play the forwards, which is proving to be...
Brett gives to Brooks, and that's a forward pass.
She's a runner. She's a track star. Quick update from our Div 1 game. I believe Westshore takes the lead 36 to, I'm assuming, still 5. There hasn't been an update for the kicker side of things. So strong showing over on field 2. If you're in person here at Colwood and watching on your phone, what are you doing? Put it down. Never mind. Don't do that. Run the numbers up. Get it on your phone, on your tablet, on your TV. Put it in your brain chip. Get it installed.
Scrum number 16 here for the Merlaoma women. Just off of the halfway mark. Couple subs in the Westshore pack looking to make a difference, and they do. Great little drive there. And it is perfect.
Penalty.
That's what you want to see.
And it looks like it was, and they're getting marched back here.
Oh, and 10 meters.
Discipline issue from Lomas.
Cousino on the tap and go finds Sims to Horsval.
Through. Can she get
Horsval gets out of one tackle, gets brought down inside Merlaoma 22. Now Brett, the inside center, carries.
Nice work.
Brittany Sims again just goes in, resets things here. That ball goes out the back, is able to hold on to it, is Bloomfield. She gets driven back. Merlaoma defense putting up a good showing here inside their own half. McKay sees a bit of a gap. Brooke gets brought down, though. Now and that is a huge hit
resulting
on the
penalty.
9, and it's going to be time off here from the official.
Saying that's an awfully hot coffee pot.
You cannot play the 9 when the ruck is set. And it looks like the official pretty unhappy with that one.
Is he going to go for the cheese? Show her the cheese.
It did look like the hit as well was there was not really a wrap in that.
He's
so
reaching.
It's
and
a
it's
yellow
a
card.
Get her off. That is
2 yellow cards on the day, 1 for each team late in a match like this. for Merlaoma is not great. They are up by 15 points. Not insurmountable, but definitely possible.
Stripped in that contact. Booted.
Lomas go to the kick. Sinclair is back there getting chased down by 2 Lomas. She gets that to Britton. Britton steps back inside, goes to the boot. And it's McGee with it. She sheds a couple tackles, gets brought down by Hall.
Good counter ruck.
Counter ruck, almost good. Now Lomas on the attack, midfield inside their half. Keeping with ball in hand, Merlaoma. Bennett runs into Brooks. Other way now. She finds the back, goes to the boots.
Ooh! Oh!
The charge down ends up in the hands of Quickfall, who just rumbles forward. Now on their 10-meter mark is Merlaoma.
How I drew it up.
Quick little tip pass back inside. That ball spills. And the defensive pressure from the Valkyries gets a win. It's going to be a Westshore scrum.
Number 17.
Number 17. 17 minutes to go.
Some good decisions on the boots there. Was the cheese handed out to a back or forward? I didn't quite tell.
It
number
was
21.
believe she was playing forward.
Yeah, it looks like they're down a flank or now an 8-man.
Yeah, she was playing lock.
That makes sense. Loma's scrum down a player. Westshore.
What do you do here, Zeph? You've got a man advantage, but it's your put in. Do you just set a stable scrum or do you go for a penalty?
I would march. I would keep it in the back of the 8 and I would march. But sometimes just playing with it is good. If the penalty was the other
Cousino spots a gap. She gets through, gets brought down midway of the Merlaoma half.
clean.
Nice work from Horsfall. She bounces around a few. Now going the other way.
Loma's looking a little hasty. It looks like they're trying to
Bloomfield.
get their hands in every single ruck.
They don't like being on defense, it seems like.
No.
Now Brett running with a couple. She's trying to dance around, find a gap, just goes in with support from Sims. Brooks will pick and go out of the ruck. Gets about 2-3 meters on that carry. Now the other way, Sasha McKee. McKee rumbling forward. Every ruck is gaining, every run is gaining gain line, I should say. Brett now with
Another
an offload.
Clean.
Maddie LeMay gets to 5 meters out.
Westshore-
McKee gives to Brooks. Great little ball right on the line. Brooks is now 2 meters out.
Westshore does have an impressive overlap. Let's see if they
Cousino
can
to
use
Britton.
it.
Britton
No,
steps back
you
inside.
Selfish.
Valkyries do have an advantage here. Now McKay. McKay trying to go.
Everybody wants to score it.
Doesn't seem like anyone sees the overlap on the outside. So Sims will now carry it back. Going back the other way is the Valkyries. This one slow to go to ground. Finally does. It's going to be a pick and go from McKee.
What do we got here?
And that ball gets held up, but we're going to go back to the offside advantage for the Valkyries. So they maintain possession 5 meters out from the Merlaoma try line. 15 minutes to go. And Brooks is going to dot that one down.
Smart. Honestly, if that series of play had extended any longer, I think Valkyries might have been digging themselves a hole. You needed to get those points because you're still down by 8 points with this kick if you convert it, or 10 if you miss the conversion. Big support from one of our local players, Seth the Cheese Rakama. You not playing today there, big boy? T's not quite on yet, maybe?
Now the T makes it. Still time on the clock, says the referee, for Britain to make this conversion attempt.
Probably less than 60 seconds, I would have to assume at this point. Lomas is gearing up to charge that kick down. They're eager to stop any points wherever they can.
And Britain will easily add 2 points to the tally, putting the gap at 8 points here for the Valkyries with just under 13 minutes to go in this game.
Sad day for Seth not taking the pitch, but lucky for us, he gets to hang out, hear our soothing voice for 160 minutes on his Saturday.
After this Westshore Women's Premiership game, make sure you don't go anywhere. Men's Premiership action right after this. Westshore taking on Merlaoma again.
Seth, after his 160 minutes with us, send him a welfare check. He's going to be in a padded room. The cheese.
Poole, the hat trick try scorer for Merlaoma on the reset.
Let's see if Westshore can respond.
Late surge here from the Westshore women. Brooks picks up that short kick and she rumbles. She doesn't get held down, so she's going to keep going right to over the halfway mark. Now McKee.
Great carry.
McKee will carry.
Ooh, the ball's bobbled. Not gone.
Oh, unlucky there for the Valkyries.
Number 18.
Number 18. We're getting
more to
close
go.
to that 21.
Oh.
Remember, it's 21.5, so you got to get 22.
I'm pretty sure you're just making stuff up now, Max. This guy doesn't know how to play overs unders.
I don't think you know how to play overs.
Yeah, I go over under, and you go, yeah, over under. That's how the game works, right? Pick a number. Max is looking at me like, what are you on, buddy?
March 21st at home, Vlogs Day. I'm going to be joined by a new co-host up here on the live stream, so make sure you don't miss that.
Is his name Meffer Zelnick?
Loma's on the attack, finds a gap in the defense. Just outside Valkyrie's 22. Yellow card is off for the Loma, so we're back to full strength for both teams here. 22 meters out is the Loma's attack. Hernandez finds some support in the middle. She gets driven back by McKee, and we're going to go back to the Merlaoma advantage.
Oh, more?
Another card.
Cheese. Show her the cheese.
For Norlin. Things getting scrappy late in this game. Ayla Norlin heading to the bench.
Chat is demanding their limerick, Max. They haven't got one this half. Quick tap.
Getting a card is hard.
Burr, car.
Merlaoma attack inside Valkyrie's 22 area. Hernandez darts, finds about 5 meters on that gap. Great ruck support there from the Lomas. They pick and go down the short side. That ball pops out, stays in Merlaoma possession. 10 meters out now, the attack.
Want to shut them down, girls.
5 meters. Every run getting some meters on it. They pick and go. Bennett up against Brooks. She's still going. She gets held up.
Back to the scrum advantage.
So
what is that,
there's
19?
a knock-on advantage.
I'm not counting. This isn't it's just super important to me or anything.
Not much going on in my co-host's life, so he's gotta.
Hey man,
He's gotta
play it over under some of the scrums. Ouch! Come out on a Saturday, volunteer my time, see some cheese, eat some over unders.
There's been lots of cheese out there today.
Yeah, there's been 3 of
yellow
them.
cards, 2 against the Valkyries. Part of why they are 8 points behind now.
Gotta be careful with something like a smoked Gouda. It'll take
Lomas
you out.
have possession 5-6 meters out from the Westshore try line. This scrum gets pushed back by the Valkyries. Not quite enough. Clean ball. Hernandez with it. Goes inside
Ooh,
to Poole.
switch.
Switch play. Poole is going to get her 4th.
Tough to see. That is almost guaranteed to lengthen the scoreline a little too far for the Valkyries. Even with forward momentum, I don't know if the Valkyries are going to be able to come back from a 13-point, potentially 15-point differential.
34-21. The tally in favor of Merlaoma with the kick to come. Valkyries with a late surge. Doesn't quite look like it's going to be enough with 8 minutes remaining in this match.
They will need a game day miracle at this point. The strike is no good.
No good. So the score will stay 34-21 with 8 minutes remaining in favor of Merlaoma.
A 13-point lead is a lot easier to climb. And over
Westshore needs 2 converted tries to get back on top. We've seen crazier things, especially on that triple header Burnaby Day. That was
absolutely
quite
bonkers.
the match.
If you haven't seen it yet, it's coming out tomorrow, 10 a.m. It is all chopped up, that halftime, all those stoppages cut out, removed. So it's just 80 minutes of a nail-biter, tiebreaker, overtime match for you to enjoy on your day off.
Over on field 2, John Lyle is handing off the Coney's Axes trophies to the victorious Westshore Div 1 men. Great to see the Vlogs come away with another win there after their loss to UVic last week. Back on field 1, Merlaoma loses possession inside their half. Westshore picking it up as the ball spills out of that ruck.
Into the
they
side.
get pushed out of bounds just in front of the Vlogs Old Boys tent.
If you are a Vlogs Old Boy and you are not down at the field, we do have a tent set up for you. Keep you nice and dry. Get you a pitch side drink, maybe even a hot dog. Get you a glizzy with some mustard and ketchup.
You
Enjoy
can
it for your day off.
Yes, you can join the Old Boys social group. Please reach out to John Lyle if you are interested. A beverage and food provided at every Westshore home day. Loma's line out cleanly 1.
And if you're nice, we'll let you heckle us up here in the spectator booth. Only on a nice weather day, though. If you come heckle us when in the rain.
Another card shown on the field here.
What for?
Against the Valkyries.
This is not
Soleil
good.
Brooks walking off.
Was it cheese or was it?
It was cheese. So
okay, I mean
2 yellow cards against the Valkyries.
Same time. What is that? 3 against them.
Gosh.
Total day of.
So Westshore's going to be down to 13 players for the remainder of this game.
Tough.
Losing
Absolutely
2
tough.
forwards as well. A lock and a prop are both off with their day finished. And Lomas just have to
just hold on to it.
Stay steady if they want to win this game. Midfield line out 1 cleanly by McGee. Now McMillan gives outside. Midfield ruck here for Merlaoma, maintaining control. Counter ruck no good from the Valkyries. Hernandez will go to the boot, sees a bit of space with Sinclair running across, chasing.
Ooh.
Oh, and that ball spills out. Quick fall, kicks it forward, playing a bit of soccer.
It go
is
out the
going
back?
to go out the back.
Too much power on that boat.
Unfortunate.
Still, though, considering they're up 2 players and there's, 6 minutes left, 5 minutes left?
5 minutes remaining.
That it's not a bad thing for morale. Just boot it down into Valkyrie's end. Run the clock out. That's all Lomas has to do here to cinch the win.
2 minutes remaining, says the referee. Our clock is a little slow. Apologies for that at home.
Sometimes I think when he stops the play, he's not actually stopping the play. He's just letting his watch run.
So 2 minutes left in this match. Merlaoma on top 34-21. It is a Westshore 22 dropout, which you don't see too often these days. Britton on the reset. Goes to the far side. That ball finds dirt. McMillan able to pick it up. Gets brought down by McKay. Doesn't get brought down by McKay. McMillan, way to keep her feet there in that tackle. Now McKee on the tackle. Doesn't quite make gain line as Merlaoma. Hernandez with it. Good. Great defense there from the Valkyries in the midfield. Not letting Lomas get an easy one. Quick fall with it now. Steps back inside. Runs into Hall.
Just for those in chat, in Premiership divisions, you aren't typically allowed to sub back in players after they've been subbed out. So, unfortunately, Sierra's got to hang out on the sideline unless there is a scrum called, which it looks like this might be the shot. You are allowed to bring back players for key pieces like front rows if you don't have enough to scrum, but you do have to match numbers, keep it at 13 players for your double cheese there.
So this is scrum number 20 with a minute remaining on the clock. I might get away with a win over my co-host Zephyr here on the scrum count.
It's rigged. Rigged.
It's all part of the script.
Big scrum's out to get me.
The BCRU sent me the script for this game before kickoff, and the scrum count was 20. So I knew all along.
Indeed. You baited me into it. I mean, there's always a chance that this ball goes in, goes to the back of the scrum, gets knocked on when picked up. Oh. I mean, that counts as a scrum, right?
No.
Yeah,
that's
that counts
the
as
same
one
scrum.
scrum.
That's the same scrum. It's still the same scrum. Same possession. He blows up a scrum. That doesn't count as 2 scrums. It's the same scrum. It's the same phase.
You tell that to the front rows. You look them dead in the eyes and say, yeah, that's the same scrum.
We're still on scrum 20.
I'm getting robbed here, folks. Robbed.
Westshore with the put in. We're in extra time now. So Valkyrie's hoping for a consolation try. They are not going to be able to get...
Does that count as a scrum? I got blown up with a straight arm, huh? It's got to be that. It's got to be a scrum.
Horsfall looking for support, just decides to go herself. She gets through the tackle, throws herself at the winger, staying on her feet. Now just outside the halfway mark is the Valkyries. Brett with it, steps back inside, finds a bit of space.
She's going.
She gets away. Couple to beat in front of her.
Chopped
Great
up.
tackle there.
Wonderful ankle tap.
That is textbook from the Loma's defense. Go right, says everybody on the Valkyries. McKee with it, rumbles down to the Loma's 22. No time on the clock here at Westshore Parks and Rec. McKay finds Horsfall, who gives out to Sampson. She's going to get brought down about 15 meters out from the Merlaoma try line. Sims now with it. Westshore player down in behind. Brett goes, sees a bit of a gap, but she gets stopped 5 meters out now is Westshore.
We got an overlap. Use the overlap, girls. Hands will do. Hands will do.
And they're just going to pick and go down the short side. Staying short side. Horsfall. Oh, great defensive work there from Merlaoma.
Westshore has an impressive overlap considering they are down 2 players. I wish they could use it.
Brett having to play 9. She darts down the short side, is getting dragged back by the Merlaoma defense.
You can see both Westshore's winger and fullback are screaming their heads off. They're going, what is going on here?
Bloomfield to Britton. Britton has to step back inside with defensive pressure coming.
That overlap is now gone, unfortunately.
Now Hall telling her troops to go around. Sinclair with it.
Sinclair's darting. She's going.
Sinclair
she's going.
gets brought down 5 meters out, able to stay in bounds. The counter ruck from Merlaoma is good, and they're just going to kick it out to end this game. Refusing to give up any points here at the end with the win secured. Merlaoma triumphs over the Valkyries 34-21.
Brilliant effort. Absolutely brilliant effort right there at the end. A great defensive stick. Anyway, did not win the over on the 21 scrums. Goodbye, my left kidney. Thank you, Max, for taking that from me. Don't go anywhere. My name's Zephyr Melnick. I'm joined by my co-host, Max Foote. We'll be right back for the men's premier game.